I lived in a very angry household, alcohol, drugs, and my parents were always fighting, and it was not a nurturing environment at all. And they divorced when I was 5. And then my dad remarried a wonderful woman when I was 6. But by that time, there were a lot of behavioral problems. There was a lot of anger. There was a lot of hurt. When my parents divorced, I was forced to go with my dad. In my mind, he was just my hero. I always wanted to please him. I loved him. When the abuse started, I was 11. I just remember thinking, how can this be? Yeah, there has to be something wrong with me. And there was nothing wrong with me. That's another very hard thing. A lot of children will go to their parents, they'll go to teachers. I actually went to my biological mother. And if you remember right, she was not a part of my life. She was more like a stranger to me. She was there during that part of my life, for that small part. And I remember that night very clearly. We were sitting watching TV, and I remember asking my sister, has Daddy ever loved you more than a daughter? And my mom said, well, what do you mean? She called social services and said, will you please take her? I can't handle this. And so at the time, I felt forgotten. I felt just kind of abandoned, that I had finally broke the silence and told somebody. And I wanted to believe that she was going to be there. And she wasn't. Social services got involved. They did the medical exam and found that I was telling the truth. That is when I went into foster care, was when I was 13 or 14. And I had a good foster care experience. And I'm so thankful for so many people in my life that did get involved. My stepmom and Tennyson Center for Children, which used to be Colorado Christian Home, the foster care system. I had a very good experience with that. I don't want you to be afraid to get involved.